Hey everyone, LeetSpeed here. Oh my god, LeetSpeed, this isn't a Pokemon video like you said. This is just you on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki page, and that's just Mermaid Viscoon in the backdrop as you're randomly talking about stuff. Yes, you are right on both accounts. I just like having her in the backdrop, but that's not really the point of this part of the video, though. I want to talk about something very briefly, a couple of things really briefly, because I don't want to make it too long. One, I mentioned in one of my past videos, in the Mermaid video where I was just going nuts, if you will, talking about a Viscoon and combos and stuff like that you could do that people, well, before lately people weren't really using because they were using the Gen X Undyne engine, and honestly, it was true though. All the top builds that have been topping YCSs and stuff like that, they didn't use a Viscoon or a Biscayos. They didn't use these cards at all. I mean, heck, people didn't even use the new guy. People didn't even use the new guy. So it's like, well, so what happened? Somebody did. Billy Break did, and now everybody's doing it. It kind of sucks though, because like I was pretty much one of the people that always thought that cards like a Viscoon and a Biscayos were amazing. But, I mean, they were just underplayed, underappreciated, if you will. And, you know, now everybody's doing it. So, hooray! I'm kind of happy, but kind of annoyed at the same time. I mean, it happens. So, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! For you. Sometimes cards don't catch on until someone popular tops with it or something. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is, like, why I haven't been uploading the Pokemon stuff. Like, why I'm not uploading the Pokemon stuff. I just haven't felt motivated to upload those. Like, I haven't even really been keeping track of the meta and what it's like, really. I mean, I kind of have, but, like, I don't know what's happened as of right now. I know that at the last time I checked, Deoxys defense has been suspect testing. It's like being suspect testing for... Now, it's being suspect tested. Wow. Can't speak, apparently. Yeah, he's been, like, tested for suspect to go Ubers, and I don't know if Deoxys defense is Uber right now or not. I mean, I could check right now, but I just don't feel like it, because that's for a whole nother video, and that's probably what I'm going to be doing. Like, I'll check after this, and then I'll try to record a video, one last game with it, if he's going to go to Ubers, unless it's too late, of course. But yeah, I mean, I just haven't been motivated to upload those yet lately, because maybe I just haven't been caring, or maybe I just feel like it isn't worth it anymore, like worth the time. I don't know. It's just weird. Maybe you guys have felt like that way too. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and my odd ways. My odd ways and using odd shit. I mean, like currently with the My Mermaid Atlantean deck, I have been testing two particular cards in the deck, titled the Elemental Dragon of Cascades, which, you know, I'll link them, of course. I'll link the pages in the description, of course. And Mermaid Oshabis. Now, this is a card which I don't see anybody playing, but no, I don't think anybody will play, but I will. So don't worry, whenever I do a video with this freaking deck again that everybody hates, but I love and hate at the same time, you will see Mermaid Oshabis in action. So that I promise. I will try to make the most out of her effects. So, of her effect rather. So, yeah, anyways, this video is not about either of these. It's going to be about something that, you know, people are quite happy about. Harpies! So, after the intro, I will talk about the new support, what I think about it, and, you know, the duels just for freaking demonstration purposes. Yeah, that kind of thing. So, yeah, see you guys in the intro, and we'll talk about them Harpies. So, see you guys then, and oh yeah, let me know what you think of the intro coming up. So yeah, catch you in the video. you like what I did with the intro? I really don't think people care that much, to be honest. I know people like the intro I did with the Mermail Atlantean deck, or just me running more Mermails, I guess, because I'm not running Genesis Undying in that deck still. I'm still not gonna do it. But anyways, that's not what I'm here to talk about. As you're seeing here, it is Harpie Ladies. We have a few Harpies in the house, including a couple new ones that weren't around until recently, of course. I mean, to some people it's like older news, but you know, I was actually waiting for certain cards to get on Dueling Network before I just started playing them there, because I wanted to record on Dueling Network and not DEVPro, really. But basically, the new support for the Harpie deck. It's pretty good. Like Harpie Chandler, for example. I mean, if you just get rid of a Harpie card in your hand, it could be a monster or a spell. I mean, if they made a trap, then you could pitch that too to summon any Harpie monster from your deck that isn't Harpie's brother, because you know Harpie's brother is not Harpie's brother, and the OCG is Birdman or something, which I'm like, what? Yeah, well, yeah. That's why, like, back then, I never understood that. It was like, oh, but not Harpie's brother. Oh, no, he's the black sheep. He's the black sheep that isn't really a black sheep. He's just not a part of the archetype for reals. They just happen to give him that tag of Harpie just because. I don't know. It's like the whole Frog the Jam and frogs. I mean, he's not really a frog, but apparently he's Frog the Jam, so that's all cool. But anyways, I'm going way off topic with that kind of thing. With Harpie Channel, you discard a Harpie card to get out a Harpie monster from your deck. Any level that you want, so you can get Harpie's Pet Dragon, and when you have a dragon monster on the field, Harpie Chandler becomes a level 7 monster, so you can just overlay to make a rank 7 monster, like number 11 Big Eye, or you can make the Mecha Phantom Beast Dragosack. Now, Dragosack, I actually talked about him in my last video involving the Phantom Beast crafts. They have been renamed to the Mecha Phantom Beasts. So I'm guessing that's the name they're gonna be right now. So that's what they're called right now. So that's what it's gonna be. So you can make Dragosack and you can make Big Eye, which are quite powerful monsters. So I mean, you know, just any deck that can really just spam out Big Eye really easily is just really good. Especially when against certain decks, just taking their big monster could mean game, because they may not have an answer to having their best monster stolen from them or a Big Eye. And honestly, it's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, I kind of like that little trick they got, even though people are going to kind of complain that, oh, well, this new Harpie stuff, all they're going to be doing is spamming out rank 7 Xyzs and stuff. Dude, you know what else? You know what other deck did that lately? Mermails. Like, who played Abyssgoond or Abyssgiles? Like, I remember when like Abyssgiles was like $1 or something like that. No one cared about him, to be honest, or very few cared. And then, I mean, it took somebody to top an event using more Mermails, which I was happy about, because no more Mermails. And honestly, if Harpies top one day, it's like, hey, Harpies, the new support made them really good, and it may take a really good player piloting the deck to make them good, but you know, as long as they top, as long as people can recognize that an olden archetype from ages ago can finally be competitive, then, you know, it's just whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, simply put, it's just one of those things that it's kind of weird about this game. I mean, you know, old archetypes get support, and then sometimes other old archetypes like Crystal Beast, they don't get much new support. I mean, if they get anything new at all, then it's like, it's meh. It's not like really amazing. But with Harpies, it's like, oh shit, we get a Summoner Monk type of card for Harpies. Get rid of a Harpie card, summon one from your deck, so you can go for rank 4s or rank 7s if you bring out Harpie's Pet Dragon, which is like expensive because she's like a freaking video game promo or something like that. I forget what particular game. I'll put it up on the screen or something like that. But yeah, that card's expensive. I mean, if you didn't already have it, like, good luck. You may have to go and find somebody who has it still. And yeah, it's insane. And another card I want to talk about that's recent in the Harpie archetype, that is currently a V-Jump promo in Japan, is Harpie Dancer. Harpie Dancer is like one of the funniest cards in the deck. Now, I know people are probably going to expect me to play that Harpie FTK using Divine Wind of Mist Valley, the field spell, and Harpie Dancer to do some crazy shit and then FTK my opponent. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys, but I'm not going to be doing that because I don't like that idea. I don't like the idea of just FTKing with a deck like Harpies. No, I won't do it. So I'm not going to do it. But basically with Harpie Dancer, she's a level 4 wind. She's got like 1200 attack, and once per round you can pretty much target a wind monster you control, bounce it back to your hand, and then you can normal summon another level 4 or lower wind monster as an additional normal summon. Now that's actually really broken. You know why? Because when you use it with like Harpie's Hunting Ground, which destroys a spell trap card whenever you summon a Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters, and since all the new Harpies are treated as Harpie Lady while on the field or in the graveyard, so even when you summon them, they'll be treated as Harpie Ladies, so you get the effect of Harpie's Hunting Ground. So what's crazy is that if your opponent has multiple back row, like Mirror Force or Bottomless, you can just go summon Harpie Dancer, the field effect, blow up that back row card. Oh, it's Bottomless? Well, you couldn't activate it because she's too weak. And then I go, okay, activate her other effect, bounce, you can target herself, bounce her back to your hand, and then normal summon her again, blow up another card. You can pretty much keep doing that. Like, back row is not safe unless it's like Torrential. If it's not Torrential or something like that, or a card that just stops a summon, because Solemn Warning's going to 1 apparently on the ban list, so that's one less out to that, if you will. So have fun losing all your back row unless you have like cards like Torrential just to wipe out the board before I do any more damage. But yeah, I like that because it just pretty much lets you abuse that Harpie's Hunting Ground over and over again, and it lets you reuse cards, like it lets you bounce cards like Harpie Channeler back to your hand so that you can use her effect next turn. So that's really good. Like if you have a different Harpie in your hand, like Cyber Harpie or Harpie Lady #1 or something like that, or any other level 4 Harpie that you have, you can just swap one out for another and reuse it later. So I really like that. And right here, my opponent tried to target my Mecha Phantom Beast Dragosack with a Raikou, but he forgot that when I have a token out on the field, Dragosack can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. In fact, this Dragosack, I almost want to promise you that he'll be a high dollar card upon release in the TCG. Why? Because it's a generic level 7 besides Big Eye. It's a really good one. It summons tokens. You can tribute the tokens or Phantom Beast Plane Monster or whatever, Mecha Phantom Beast Monster to blow up a card. I'm pretty sure you can use tokens too. But yeah, you can tribute any Mecha Phantom Beast Monster or token to blow up a card. Yeah, he can't attack, but I mean just free removal while having a pretty big monster that can't be destroyed by battle or card effects while you have a token? I'm like, geez, how wouldn't this be a high dollar card? I mean, Big Eye jumped from like $10 to like $30 to like $70. Are you kidding me? Jeez, I want to say it's because of the Mermail deck that recently topped, but then again, I've been spamming that shit for a while anyways, and I think it's going to be because of the new Elemental Dragons, which I guess I'll do a video on like later on. But it's kind of weird. Like, people talk about the power creep in the game. I mean, you could even kind of debate that Harpies kind of have a little bit of a power creep. Now, I don't know if Harpies are going to be tier 1 just because of the new support they have right now, but they certainly got better. They're certainly much more viable, and they're a lot of fun to play. But again, I know I'm going to be disappointing a lot of people in that I'm not going to be playing the FTK with Divine Wind of Mist Valley and Harpie Dancer. I mean, it's one thing when I'm playing Mermails and sometimes I have an OTK just because my hand's stupid and it's stupid and stuff like that, but I don't know. Anyways, that's the end of the video, and if you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, stuff like that, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!